again. It's a rich thing.
Welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's doing fine and well and having a great day. Welcome if you are new. So today we have got a brand new launch from Kiki London. So Kiki London on Friday, I think it was, they've just launched their sculpting gel. So I'm just going to take a quick look at the colours, quick swatch, and I'm going to get straight in with a set of nails using a couple of these today. So we've got crystal clear and milky white, and we've got natural cover and powder blush. So they're all foil sealed. They're a big 30-gram pot, so they're not a little piddledy 5 or 15 gram. They are big full-size 30-gram pots. So I'm starting with the milky white. I would say it's quite a bright white actually. I thought it was really pigmented and yeah, quite opaque, but I like it. So these sculpting gels, they're like a medium consistency. They're not thin, they're not overly thick, they do self-level. I would say that this is the kind of gel that would be good for a beginner because it's not going to all flood into your cuticles. You've got time to play with it, but it does self-level, which helps when it comes to filing at the end. So that was natural cover. That's the one I ended up using today. Beautiful nude. And then this one is blush powder, or powder blush, can't remember. Powder blush. Again, it's a nice nude, and again quite opaque, very creamy. Beautiful. So nice to use, guys. Very nice. So I didn't swatch the clear because it's just crystal clear, and I just thought there was no point in swatching that because it's crystal clear. But that's all three of the other colours anyway. Milky white, natural cover and powder blush. I think they are the perfect three kind of colours to start with, aren't they? You've got a couple of nice kind of base colours, your milky white if you want to do like a French, and obviously you've got a clear as well. Right, so I've pulled out, these are 2XL coffee, and I am going to snip them down a little bit, but I wanted to keep this set long today. I'm just going to use regular nail glue and get these nail tips glued on. So this set is a recreation of a set that Dawn Marie did. I think she did this set of nails about 3 years ago, and I have had them saved in my inspo gallery all this time. So we're going to have a go at those today. So I've just glued those tips on, and I'm just going to snip them down just a little bit. I think I snipped about 1/2 centimetre, something like that. This set for the design I think needed to be long. So I'm just going in with the file now, and I'm just filing mostly on the edges. Those side wings, they always stick out. I hate them. So I'm just blending the edge of that tip in with what would be the natural nail, and I'm just using a buffer, and I'm just buffing the shine off all those nail tips. Gel will not stick to a shiny surface, so always make sure you get that shine off. Now obviously you would go in with your primer, dehydrator, bond, whatever system you use. I'm skipping that and going straight in with the Kiki London base coat. Now you'll notice from time to time I have put my sculpting gel on my heat coaster because my nail room is freezing, so the gel was really hard and very stiff, but at room temperature it's quite a medium consistency. So I've pulled out a transfer foil. This is a Dior foil, and I'm using the Kiki London foil gel. This is the first time I've used the Kiki London foil gel, and oh my gosh, it is a good one. So I'm just doing a nice thin even coat. I didn't want it up at the cuticle area, I just wanted kind of the bottom half. So I've cured that in the lamp for 30 seconds, and I'm just going to place this foil onto the foil glue, and I'm just going to use a silicone tool and rub it in. I think this is the smoothest transfer from a transfer foil glue I have ever had. Absolutely fantastic stuff. I love it. This is definitely my new go-to foil gel. Look at the transfer on that. It's not left a single speck behind. I'm so impressed. Foil gels are so funny, and they're so hard to find a good one. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. So I've done exactly the same on the pinky, and again, not a single speck of that image has been left over. So I'm using the clear sculpting gel now. I'm just doing a really thin coat just to seal that foil in so I don't bump it or scratch any of it off. Just a nice thin coat on the pointer and the pinky, and I've just cured that in the lamp for 60 seconds. So I decided to use natural cover today. I'm just going to show you this pointer because the pinky is going to be exactly the same. So I've started with really small bead and I'm just pushing it and tucking it right into my cuticle area and into the corners of my cuticle, and then I'm kind of pulling it down my side walls as well, and then really light touches. I'm just swiping side to side. I want to fade this off down the nail, so it's like a nail bed fade, swiping it side to side, but I keep it in a really straight line. By keeping it in a straight line like that, it just helps me get that fade nice and even. I actually didn't do the fade low enough, so you will see me in a minute go in with another bead and kind of pull it further down the nail. I wanted that fade to, it wasn't covering the nail tip or what would be the natural nail underneath, so I go in with another bead just to bring that fade further down the nail. And you'll see me throughout this video holding my hand upside down like that. That just helps pull the gravity back into the middle of the nail where it should be, and it helps a hell of a lot with shaping as well. So I'm just swiping side to side again like that in a straight line, but I'm going to pull it a bit further down the nail now. I wanted it further down. That's going to go in the lamp for a full 60 seconds cure, and then I'm going to go in with another bead a little bit bigger just to build up a bit more colour, a bit more opacity in that kind of fade. I'm not too bothered about strength and structure of the nail or anything just yet, because I'll do all that at the end with the clear. Right, so that's the pointer and the pinky finished with for now. These two middle nails are just going to be full nails using this colour sculpting gel. So I've started with a slip layer. It's just a really thin, just like you would do with a base coat, just a really nice thin coat, and I don't cure that in the lamp. I leave that wet because it just helps this next bead that I put on, it helps it glide so much easier and nicer down the nail. So I'm going in with quite a big bead, and again I'm just going to push it and tuck it into my cuticle area, and then I'm going to kind of pat it down my side walls, except this time I'm going to keep swiping it side to side, and I'm going to swipe it all the way down that nail. This first layer is just kind of a thin layer just to start my nail off, and that's going to get a full 60 seconds cure as well. So that's that first layer cured. So again, I'm going in with quite a big bead again, and same thing, I'm just going to push it and tuck it into my cuticle area, and I'm going to start building a little bit of strength now with this. Can you see I got it in the cuticle area there? If you ever get it on your skin like that, guys, wipe it straight off. So yeah, I'm going to start leaving quite a bulk of this up in the top third area where the strength of the nails needs to be. If these nails was on your own hands, you'd need quite a thick, strong apex. So again, I'm just going to swipe side to side and keep swiping and pulling that gel all the way down the nail. So that second layer has been cured for 60 seconds. So this is going to be my last bead, and you'll see most of this I leave up in that top third area. I like to keep it really thin down at that tip, so I'm just going to pull a little bit of this gel down towards the tip to keep it thin, and the bulk of it, yeah, is going to be up in that apex, in that stress area. So I'm just pulling a little bit of it down. I love this gel because you can pull it all down like that and it will self level, but at the same time it's not too runny that it's gonna all flood your cuticles. It's a really good beginner gel, professional gel, beginner gel. I think it's a really good all-rounder. I'm really enjoying using it, and I'm so happy I've got another option, because I've really struggled with finding decent builder gels where I know they're going to restock and I'm not going to have to run out and can't get it again. So yeah, I'm quite chuffed that Kiki London's finally got some sculpting gels. Right, so I've done the ring finger off camera because it's exactly the same as what I've just shown you on that middle nail. So I'm going in with the crystal clear now, because the pointer and the pinky hasn't really got any strength or structure, especially down at that tip area. It's just got a thin layer of the clear. So I've gone in with a slip layer. I'm going in with quite a big bead now, and this is going to help me finish building these nails, finish building the apex and giving them some strength and a little bit of product down at that tip area. So same as before, I'm just going to swipe this gel side to side and pull it all the way down that nail, and that's going to get a 60 seconds cure. And again, I'll do the pinky off camera. So I just decided to do an extra bead on this pointer and pinky. I wasn't too happy with the apex area. It was looking a bit skinny mini. So I've just gone in and added a little bit more on that pointer and pinky. And guys, I'm going to give these a quick file and a buff off camera today, because it was already a really long video, but there really wasn't much filing and shaping to do. So that's them filed and buffed now. I've gave them a really good clean before I go in with any nail art. So I've pulled out Kiki London's matte top coat. I want these nails matte anyway, and I do like to paint on a matte surface. So I'm just going to matte top coat all of them, and then I've got a matte surface also to paint my butterfly on the middle two nails. So I initially tried to mark out on these nails with a pencil where I wanted my butterfly to be, but I had to bend the fingers forward so that the nails were side by side, and then my pencil just would not mark on this matte top coat. I don't know why, it just would not make a mark. So I did end up getting a few little marks, enough that I could see anyway, because I wanted to do half butterfly on the left and half butterfly on the right. So I pulled out two purples, a darker one and a lighter one. I ended up going with the darker one. I think it was called Violet Dawn. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of that on my palette, and using the Kiki London stripe liner, fantastic brush, I love it. I'm just going to start outlining where this butterfly is going to be. Just a rough outline, because I'm going to outline it in black and white and stuff in a minute anyway. So just a rough sketch of the butterfly, and I'm going to colour that in. I am just going to keep showing you this one side of the butterfly. The other side's going to be just a mirror image, so I will just keep showing you this side. So I'm just going to colour that in and cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds. So that's the base of my butterfly all cured now. So I've pulled out classic black and white. These are from the Kiki London Hem Free range. So I'm going to start with the black, and I'm going to do the middle of the butterfly. Again, I'm just going to keep showing you one side of the butterfly. So I'm doing the middle part like that, just a nice thick line, and bring it off to a point at the bottom. And I'm going to kind of do a little antennae coming out like that. I'm going to use a dotting tool. I'm just going to do a little dot where I wanted that antennae to be, and then just join that up with the line that I'd already made. So I'm just going to use this black now, and I'm just going to do quite a rough outline, because I'm going to be going over it with white in a minute as well. So it is quite a scuffedy duffedy kind of outline, and I'm going to just quickly cure that in the lamp before I go in with the white. So that's all that black cured. Now I'm going to go in with the white, and I'm kind of going over the black, but not enough to completely cover it. And where the I was going to say leaves, where the wings are there, I'm kind of making a point, a thick bit of white into a point, because I want to put little black dots on it in a minute. I'm so rubbish at explaining what I'm doing. So I'm just going over all the black, but I don't want to completely cover the black. I still wanted bits of the black to show through. And in the corners of the wings, I wanted it into kind of a thick point, so I can add black dots in a minute. So this is what I meant when I said I wanted the corner of the wings to kind of be in a thick point, so I could add these little black kind of dots. I'm best off just showing you rather than explaining, because I'm rubbish at explaining what I'm doing. Right, so that's me finished with the butterflies now. I'm just doing 2 little dots, and these are going to be little 4-pointed stars. So 2 little dots like that, and then using that Kiki London stripe liner, I'm just pulling from that dot a line going up, a line going down, and a line coming out each side of it. This brush is fantastic. It has got the skinniest, teeniest, tiniest little bristles on the tip, which allows you to get these really, really thin lines. It is a really nice brush. I love it. So I'm going to do a couple of little dots around them stars now as well, and that's going to go in the lamp for 30 seconds. So these 2 middle nails, I'm just going to go over them with a base coat, because the nail art's a bit lumpy bumpy, and I want these nails to be matte, and matte top coats show up every little lump and bump. So I'm using the base coat just to smooth out these nails, cover that nail art, get the nails nice and smooth, and then once that's cured, I'm going to go in with the matte top coat. So all what's left to do is add some rhinestones and bits. I don't know what these are called, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know what they're called. I got them off AliExpress. I'm using some little kind of lilac crystals as well, and my little lilac flowers. So I'm just going to add a few rhinestones and flowers at a time, and I'm just going to cure them as I go. I'm going to be using little caviar beads and stuff as well. So I will just show you this nail and one of the middle nails, because the other 2 are going to be the same. So I'll just let you watch, guys, and I'll see you at the end. So there we go guys, that is then finished. I have inserted a picture because I could not get the fingers to lay straight. It took me ages and I gave up. So I have inserted a picture. I think they turned out beautiful. I really like them, and I'm going to say it, I'm quite proud of myself for this set. Anyway guys, that is it for today. I will leave links to the brand new sculpting gel in my description box. They are on pre-sale. Get them now before they go full price. Fantastic, you won't be disappointed. Don't forget, I've got a discount code for Kiki London. It will all be in my description box. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up as well guys. Subscribe if you're not already, and hopefully I'll see you all back in my next one. Take care, bye.